Well, just want to come and catch a snoot of this. Because I think this is great, mate. I've got one myself. Rough timbers, the little plate you put in there.
And so I've just been mucking around with damper bread quite a lot lately.
What was that? What bread was that?
Damper bread.
Damper?
Damper, yeah.
Sounds like one of my piss socks, sir. Sorry, I should say that.
Yeah.
No, but you're actually cooking, you're baking something in the woods, mate.
Yeah, I've got them in there now. So, but yeah, I've been mucking around with such an easy recipe. It's Australian damper bread.
Oh, right, yeah. It's got man points if it's Australian.
Yeah, it's Australian, and but you can muck around with it and do all sorts of things with it. So I've just put like raisins and sultanas in this one, a bit of sugar. But when I was out the weekend, I put a little bit too much water in it. I didn't have enough the mixture. But so I thought, what shall I do with it? So I got some hot chocolate mix, put it in there. I made a chocolate cake.
Brilliant. Oh, nice one, mate.
So,
chocolate cake in the woods, sir.
Yeah, no, it was really good.
Bang on it. But literally, it will turn any billy can into a little baking system, mate, yeah. But when you get that out, mate, I'd like to say, because he does the little trays that go in there and that as well, mate, doesn't he? I know you keep on eating there, but I'll grab that when it come out, mate, because, boom, for not very many sovereigns, you can...
It's so cheap.
Yeah.
Not enough, mate.
And it's a bit of kit that you think, well, why didn't nobody think about that before? But that's rough timber. I'll stick a quick link at the bottom, so let your eyes be a guide on that. But I mean, I come over here one time and I know you'll be very surprised, and I warmed up like Greg's pasties or whatever, or steak bakes or whatever they were. I keep meaning to do that again, but that's coordination, remembering to go shopping. Or even remembering to ask the missus when she's downtown.
But it's like any of these things, I like mucking around with things like this, experimenting and testing stuff out, and sort of once you say it works, and you sort of tweak it, and I enjoy doing it.
But it's just on a little spirit burner, and you're doing a proper bit of bacon there, mate. Nice one.
Yeah, so I've just got it on now.
Yeah. And it's only that little tray that goes in there, mate.
Yeah,
and bosh, yeah. That's you just think, well, why didn't somebody think about that before? Boom. Turn any billy pot into a little baking system, mate, won't it?
Yeah, and if you've got the right, as long as you've got a billy can where the lid stays on, you know what I mean, quite easily, then it's easy.
Bang,
I've actually got 2 of the little bread tins in there at the moment, so it's baking two short little bits of them. But it's so easy to mix.
And are they both for you, or is one for me, sir?
Yeah, no, you can have one. I won't.
I'm only joking. No, you got so used to feeding me in the woods, so it becomes like natural, doesn't it? Oh, I've got to capture this and that as well. Very army, sir. Oh, nice one there, sir. That's a little omelette you knocked up in the woods.
That is, yeah.
That's very good skill, sir. And Al, I don't think we're doing any cooking, mate, because we went to Mackie D's, sir, didn't we?
Yeah.
I did, yeah. And Baldrick, I got a burger for me brekkie. Mum said, take that boy over to Mackie D's and get him a burger for his brekkie. I love that. And he always likes me hash brown as well. It just tastes like cardboard to me. And Jeff, what are you doing, sir?
Just a couple of bacon rolls, this one.
Oh, he's slumming it today then, sir.
Yeah.
Gosh. But it's a lovely day in the woods. Quite unusual to have this many people turning up here. It is a Thursday. Boom. Yeah, but you can't spend all your life right, at the back of that sewing machine, mate. All work and no chill out makes you like an irritable twat.
It's just nice to get out and to people, and I don't talk to a load of people when I'm in the workshop.
Nah, it's what it's all about, mate. Is because I've been doing a bit of sewing up recently, because I'm making another Macbedition burger. Yeah.
I'm interested to see this one. To see if it's actually smaller.
I'm thinking it's going to be like 45 litres. Yeah, because I actually sized it off. What's the Carrymore? Initially, I stripped down a Desert DPM one. I was going to use all the buckles, but it's beige, so I was going to beige buckles, and I thought, blimey, if you're going to build something yourself, do it a bit posh like. But it's going to have a few more. The pouches that can come off and become satchels and all that type of stuff. So, no, one of them, mate. Zip on sides, and behind them already I put mesh pockets, so I can have the mesh pockets if I just want the mesh pockets, or the extra literage on the sides and that, mate.
And what about the lid?
The lid I'm going to keep simple, mate. But it will detach, and it is will be a floating lid. But the lid can come straight off it, mate. One reason, if I want to put a different lid on it, I can. It's just Velcro's on and off, mate. Yeah. But then that can be a sit mat as well. Right? So, boom on that.
Well, I was looking forward to seeing it today, but obviously you can't rush these things.
No.
They're done when they're done.
Yeah, because I changed over from the smaller machine to the industrial machine to do the shoulder straps. And I was like, oh, it's just going to go wrong, it's going to do me head in and that. But it's so, you know, I think the last, you come round and tinkered with it a bit, mate. It's been, I shouldn't say this because Murphy's listening, but it's been sort of running okay since there. Yeah, touch wood, mate, yeah. But it sewed it all lovely, you know, the shoulder straps, mate. And that's like thick military roll mat padding in there and that as well.
You need that machine to do that sort of work.
Yeah.
It's stitchy nice.
Yeah, and you know, you've foot to go here, and you've got the side, so you can roll it all up and push it through when you're doing the top end or the bottom end. But no, but I thought, you know what, leave it there, sir, because you don't keep pushing on just to get something done. No.
Give it just take, you know, do it, well, you always do it your own pace.
Yeah, exactly. Because people may say, oh, you could do this or you could do that or make these things and that, and I think, well, you know,
Yeah, well, you do it because you enjoy doing it.
yeah, that's it, mate. Yeah, so I just thought, you know, I'll leave it there. It's gone really well. Don't push it. Because I was getting a bit tired and niggly, so I just fell asleep watching some YouTube stuff, as you do. Anyway, here's Mr. Baldrick. Baldy, yeah. Oh, the Mackie D's very pretty. Don't, yeah. Tell your mum, but no, Mum said take that boy over there and get him a burger, because he has been a good boy. But anyway, ladies and gents, bring you back. I tell you what, mate, he's not too bothered about it now, shooting over the fence. Yeah, he's not too. You know, I thought he would get used to it. So like they're shooting over the fence, and Baldy don't normally. Mind you, probably because I've said that now, he'll take notice of it. No, he don't like bangy bang things. Oh, Jeff. It was hilarious, mate, because when you first put it up, see, he sat in it and he went right head over heels, didn't you?
Loaded it up, so I sat and it just...
That was your best ever funny, and I never had it on cam, sir.
Could have made a beaver, couldn't it?
I think my new rucksack, mate, that's the Hill People one, mate, yeah?
No, that's the Mystery Ranch.
Oh, Mystery Ranch, yeah, that's the one I'm on about there, mate. That's got the zips down the sides and all that, yeah? Sorry, you know, down the middle, yeah. Because I'm not really into zips, but I thought, you know what, you've got to do something. I don't want to say too much about my new burgers, but it's going to be fucking bang on it, so. It'll probably cost me, well, if you put your time in, but when you're making something for yourself, you don't have to do it.
If you actually had your time into it, then the hours put in.
But it's the hour.
What rate you put yourself at?
Oh, £10 an hour, mate. You know, if you was to do that.
It's not the price of someone working in India, though, is it? Or
oh no.
Turkey or China.
No, but saying that, I've just done it as and when I wanted to do it, mate. You know what I mean? Because if it's something you keep pushing, like well, as I said before, like last night.
Do you reckon? Say, what's the last one you made? The bear.
I don't know, mate, because I don't just sit there and do it all in one go. You know.
You must put a few hours in, right?
Probably about. If I was sat behind the machine and never got up, probably about 6 or 7 hours, mate.
Really?
Yeah.
It's not a lot.
I don't know, it'd be something like that. But then, if I had a big table, massive table like Ollie's got, all the cutting out would be. But I have to put the material on the floor, careful I don't cut into the carpet, or mark the carpet with a Sharpie, so I don't get knocked about by the missus. And then as soon as I put something on the floor, you know, Booty used to do it, and like Tasha does it. Baldic, he's smart, he comes over and sees me, because I'm normally on my hands and knees or whatever. But I say, go away, and he goes away. But, you know, like, Tasha goes, playtime, you know, and she'll stand on it and go, the scrappy thing with her feet, just gets told off and that, like. But, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, not being funny, you can't go wrong with the price, can you?
How much is it, like 28 quid?
We couldn't find them on the site though, mate.
Yeah, I showed it.
Yeah?
Yeah. What you got to do, a lot of these, when you go on it and it shows it, it's got drop down boxes.
Yeah.
I'll teach you how to use drop down boxes.
Is that for hours? Is it? No.
No, you just go on the drop down boxes. It shows the different sizes and whatever else.
Because
That's all I was looking at was the deal.
yeah, because for 28 quid, mate, you couldn't. I think you struggle to
And apparently, I'm talking to them.
get the.
Talking to him. The wall is Italian wall, and it's past your fireproof as well.
It's very good at running backwards then, and dropping stuff like rifles and stuff. Right, ladies and gents, just bringing up on that now.
So yeah, so it's been sitting on the side for about 10 minutes. That's why I can touch it now. But basically, there we go. Now.
Oh, there we go. There we go. So, and you've been baking in the wood, and that's just a little. Tim does a little tray. I don't know where the hell did he get hold of them?
I don't know. He even got a bit of a colour on the top.
Yeah.
But yeah, so.
It's just a little shelf there, mate.
Yeah.
That's light. It's got holes in it, and for different size billy cans as well.
Yeah, he does them all different sizes. Nice bit of air gap underneath this one. I can get 2 tins in. And yeah.
I mean, I've seen somebody make pizzas in a billy can.
Yeah.
Barney. Yeah, I love that, mate.
Easy enough, but the beauty of baking is, you know, I mean, it's simple.
It's posh. If you can bake stuff in the woods, though, with no.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You could do a chicken in there and that type.
Of course you could, yeah. A little tiny, like, what they call a smaller chicken. Pousson. That's the
Pousson,
one.
see? See,
I know
posh.
Jeff and that.
Yeah, but he's a bit posh, isn't he? Well, it's not really, but no, that's just.
Wide range on vocabulary.
That's just a simple. You just think, why didn't somebody think of that before? It's a little plate, and then you know, posh.
No,
That's bang on it, mate. They look a bit nice as well, mate. What knife we rocking there today? So let's have a bit of knife porn. Who's this at?
Rob Evans.
Oh, nice one, mate. That's the first time I've seen one of his knives, mate.
Have you?
He's getting a bit of a reputation, you know, decent.
Oh,
yeah,
he's brilliant, mate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And he does the sheaths as well.
yeah. No, nice one,
And
mate.
it's got, it feels 3.2mm blade, which is perfect for me, I think. You know what I mean? For bushcrafting and outdoors. My carter's scales with red liners.
Yeah. And the sheath as well, mate.
Yeah, and the sheath as well.
What was the damage on that, mate? Because people have been watching.
You have to talk to Rob about that because he's like.
Fair enough.
Yeah, he's not like a.
But did you have a website or anything I can stick up there?
Instagram.
Or? Instagram.
Yeah, and YouTube, obviously.
Yeah.
You know his YouTube channel.
Yeah. I'll just.
He loves knives. He's like a knife and axe man. You know what I mean? But yeah, that's his.
That's a nice bit of kit, and obviously I know, mate. You don't, because you like your kit, sir. And you buy and sell bits, don't you? I'll have a little look, and I've got Mr. Baldy underneath. It's got a nice weight to it as well.
It's lovely, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, that spine's lovely as well for the old. Oh yes, sir.
Yeah, he's a really nice bloke.
No. I like that, my carter scar. Yeah, no, mate. Nothing fancy, nothing flash, but that fits nice in the hand and that as well. Yeah.
But what you're saying is like, it's you don't have to be fancy. You know, it's just got to work.
Rob Evans. And that's nice, mate. Yeah. It's always nice to see a new sort of newish knife maker from the UK coming on.
Oh, he actually ain't new. He's been doing it for a long, long time.
Has he, mate?
Yeah, yeah.
Just not really heard of. I watch his YouTube channel and that.
No, he's been making knives for years.
He's love his accent. So reminds me of blokes I served within the army. No,
Rob is a well-respected bushcrafter and outdoors person. I mean, you know, he's been to Canada. He's done training with Mors Kahansky and all sorts, and so he knows what he's talking about. When he's not like just someone who's, I'll make a knife. No, he's been making knives for years.
I must admit, mate.
And his knowledge of the outdoor world is you know, superb.
That's the first one I've seen, mate. Yeah, quite impressed with that, sir. Obviously,
and even like that, even the back pummel, so you can whack it. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. Enough, mate. Yeah. I think we've got to call that a glass breaker, sir, haven't we?
Yeah, a glass breaker.
You can't call it a skull breaker. No, but it's nice, mate. I love just the simplicity of the, you know. People like, I mean, I've got knives like where there's the, like my jacklaw, and it's got that there, and then there's other knives. No, it's just a nice little simple,
not too heavy, but works really nice.
I didn't mean like the jacklaw because it's got like the ferro rod with it and all that, but sometimes just and that fits anywhere in your kit quite nicely as well. Especially if you've got a small rucksack. Yeah, that's a nice first time I've seen one of his knives, mate. I'll have a little play back with that later on. So just if you don't mind, I know you don't like people using your tools, but just have a little play back with it, mate. Have a little shave of the wood and that. So. There we go, ladies and gents. Good bang on. You alright, Mr. Baldry? You alright, Baldy? Yeah. I heard him make these for me, Bretty. Love that, Dad, didn't I? Out here and out one of his tarps. It's a version of the Australian hoochie tarp. Boom. Well, he's just bringing it back there. I'm just glad I remembered to do. Sorry, it wasn't no great. That's Journeyman Bushcraft, ladies and gents, and that's a nice one. Ollie does stuff very similar, but I think the gauge of Ollie's cotton canvas is a bit heavier than that, and I stand to be corrected, but his wool is a bit thicker. But yeah, it's a nice little bit of kit. Not my cup of tea. I prefer Cador and Ireland one, to be honest. So all this wool stuff, not really for me. It's a bit suspect, that is. But yeah. Nice. He came right over this. He went boss and he landed right on his nut. Bless him. But I do like that. I've made myself a Swedish one, M90 camo. Was going to bring it across until I realised that Tasha, my dog, carabiners and that, I had the knotted paracord for it, and it must have been on the floor at some point, and she just chewed through one layer of my paracord there. So if I'd have brought it over and hadn't realised, I'd have gone arse over tit as well. Probably laziness more than anything else. I'm still rocking the old Black Hawk pouch there. I've got a lot of kit in that, and they always take the mick out of me. But the next time that'll get emptied is I'll empty that into my new Bergen, and you know, there's a big sleeping bag at the bottom and loads of bits and bobs. I just bring everything across. But one thing I say is heavy to get on your back, but once it's on your back, proper love it disappears. And even with the original Alice pack, a lot of people said, oh, I don't like it because, but then that's the reason I do like it. This part goes in the small of your back, the lumbar bit, and pushes me forward and you know, so I find I always got on with that. A lot of people didn't like the Alice pack or the Alice frame because of the reason it did that, but for me that's a bonus anyway. And that is one posh bit of equipment, ladies and gents. One posh bit of equipment. Ah, it's my standby chair. Tell you what, I've not used it, but these little aluminium fold down pot stands, I need to bring me spirit burner out and give it a go. I've got it on me now, but I've just never used it, and I think let's see, that's one of Des K's burners in there. I'll stick a link to so you can get these, because Jeff, you've been really like rocking Des K's little burner there, mate. It works for you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I love it. It works really well with this, I think.
Yeah.
And especially the pot fits in there nicely.
Yeah. And these things were less than a tenner, mate.
About £8.
Yeah. Boom. I've got one on me, never used it, mate. I must bring out the spirit burner.
I mean, that's been used quite a bit, and it's still in good condition. And it folds up nice and flat.
Des's spirit burner's always got done what you wanted, yeah?
Yeah.
Fair enough, mate. I'll stick a link in there. Because you can make one yourself, I always say this, yeah? But by the time you bought the tub, the this and the inners, and that soaks up your mesh, and then the mesh on top, which is expensive, you may as well
go and buy a big sheet of it.
Yeah.
To make a little thing,
so if you want a little burner, and it
does them anyway. So.
And it don't leak out in your kit either, mate, does it? That's
it's got the thing is on the lid.
Yeah. Go on. You know, and
it's got a rubber.
Yeah. Have a look there.
And I've taken the rubber out.
Yeah.
But when I tighten this up, even with the stuff in it, it never comes out.
Yeah, no, fair enough, mate. No. But you've been using that extensively, mate.
I do tend to let it burn down to nothing, just in case there is.
Something like that, mate. But you've been using it for quite a while, mate.
I've been using it for ages.
I've used it half a dozen times, maybe 5 or 6 times when you shot me one.
Just more,
and that's your go-to bit of kit now, then, mate. And you have got a Trangier as well, haven't you?
Yes, I just don't use the Trangier. Trangier would be fine if I was doing a bit of frying, but most of the time I use this to brew.
Yeah, no problem. So that's the whole lot. The burner, that folds flat, and that could actually go in the top pocket of your smoxer.
Just like you, mate, because it folds up small and flat. It fits in somewhere nice, because it's about lightweight, ain't it? It's
Yeah.
what we got used to carrying as minimum of out as possible.
Well, anyway, ladies and gents, there's Des Katie's little burner. Like, you can make them yourself, but you know, by the time he bought all the kit, mate,
Yeah.
you just easy enough to go and get one of his burners. And the thing is, mate, I need to check that out because you've been using this time in, time out, mate, haven't you?
Yeah.
And you're still rocking that. All right,
Yeah.
I'll stick a link in if you want to get one of them.
Des, what's it called? He got a really nice email back. He sent a box of them out to the States.
Yeah.
And they reckon.
Oh yeah, they're mountain rescue or whatever.
Mountain rescue. Some lieutenant in whatever it is, the mountain rescue, turned around and said, like, you know, we've been using these, and they, you know, make a hot drink for someone who's been pulled off the mountain and whatever else. He said it's been saving lives. He said they're nice and tiny and handy and whatever.
Because literally
So
that
it's
that,
well
mate,
happened, innit?
can go in your top pocket if you
yeah,
needed.
yeah.
You wouldn't probably want to do.
Yeah, I mean, look.
And a little bottle of meth's that big, and your job done, mate. Oh yeah, that's yeah. I kind of got a load of them, didn't I? Yeah.
And that's all I use. Just that in your pocket with that.
Yeah. Oh, fair enough. A little shout out to Des here, because well, no, fair dues, because you've been like using this day in, day out, mate. Yeah, boom. And prefer that to the Trangia, mate. And that,
Yeah.
It's brilliant for doing your brews and stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, there you go, Des.
It's brilliant.
There you go. I'll stick a link in the bottom of that, ladies and gents, if you want to go and get one. Right, anyway, I'm going to get off this thing and do a bit of socialising. Yeah, ladies and gents, so it's in two parts, but you'll see that's how flat that thing I was just showing you. You know, it's just stick it at the back of any old pouch. Forms a little bit of a protection. It's aluminium. It won't last forever, but as Jeff said, he's been using his day in, day out with a little burner in there. It's still going strong. It's a windshield. It's a a pot stand, and obviously little burner at the bottom. I need to get me my little burner and bring that out and start doing a few brews. But yeah, I'm all over these like a rash, and that is something I would have wanted while I was in the army. Bosch, bottom of a trench or on that type of stuff. Back of a Land Rover on the metal floor, as long as there's adequate ventilation, I'd have been brewing up where other people would have been cold and shivering. No, but yeah, that's definitely worth every little penny, well under a tenner. Oh, Mr. Baldy, when people got food, sir, you get told off because you're a little pikey fucker, aren't you?
Can't do three things at once here.
Yeah.
You know, obviously when I was...
Baldy, get away. Sorry guys, just wanted to do a bit of... That's come out really nice, mate. Cook yourself. That's a bit posher, cooking up sort of bread in the woods and that as well. It's ever so simple as well, mate.
Yeah.
Very nice, sir, very nice. And that's a little thing that you just think, why didn't somebody think about that years ago?
So let's see if I can pull this one out. Should have cut the edges a bit weird. There you go.
Well, that's come out, mate. It's like a little hobbyist loaf, isn't it? Oh, I know, I like that, mate. And like I say, I don't know where you can manage to get the little tins, but you can buy them off him as well, mate.
Well, Jim gave me them ones that he bought from a charity shop.
Yeah.
But he sells them now.
Yeah. Oh, nice one.
So he sells the tins.
Yeah. So that's a one-stop shop then, so as we say in the trade, isn't it? No, nice one, mate. That's pretty. You know what I mean?
We'll try that one if you want.
I'll have a tiny bit of it, sir. A tiny bit of that. Baldrick's. Oi, Baldrick. Baldy, you've had a backie. Oi.
Stand back, mate.
Go on, Baldy, back.
Mate.
Go on, Baldy, back. Because he's got a sharp there. Very nice, mate.
Yeah, stick a bit of that jam on it to go a treat.
Yeah, see, it's...
Oh, yeah. Might to have that little crust.
Hand it round, mate, hand it round.
I'll do that bit, sir, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, it's warm as well.
Yeah, put it on the thing there so like
I've had a bit.
Oh, mate, that's nice. I like that.
Nice, isn't it?
Al?
You want to open one of them pots of jam up, stick some jam, that'd be...
Just what Davy's cooked up in that little rough timber
Thank you, Dave.
thing, I wouldn't say. Very nice, mate. It's nice and moist as well. Nice, isn't it?
Yeah, I've got one too here, mate.
There's a couple of buck cheese here.
Is what?
Buck cheese.
Buck cheese?
Means spare.
Oh, right, okay, oh, right, yeah.
Does mean spare, doesn't it, mate? Buck cheese.
Yeah, okay.
Oh. Dave, I'm going to be a bit naughty here, sir, because I'll put that in the Baltic go away. And I'm going to nick another one, mate, because that is really, really nice, mate.
I only made one. I
Yeah.
don't want one.
Yeah. A nice one, mate. Have it. Very nice. So what we're doing, a little bit of bushcraft here, ladies and gents. I'll just show you. Where tightwad goes, the rest will follow. I like that, I just made that up. No, just making a little stand to put your rucksack on, mate, to keep it out of the mud. It's not girly, it's good drills, isn't it? Yeah. When I see something like that, I just say, Mount Mortar. No, but sorry, mate, as we were saying there, only fired the 51mm on 2 different occasions. Once in Germany, we got tasked to get rid of a load of ammunition, mate. And I was really surprised how quickly, you know, how accurately, because I never used it, carried it. As I say, mate, to be able to put a round down quite accurately.
Yeah.
It was nice, all the way up to about, I don't know, 400 metres away, 300 metres, you know, boff, boff, boff. You quite quickly get the hang of the angles you've got to use. But anyway, I'll leave these 2 guys. Dave's also made one. You've knocked one up quickly, sir?
Oh, mate, not as good as yours.
Oh, it's not going to be. No, it's just a quick tidy one.
You know what I mean? But it's like...
But that took you less than 3 minutes, mate, though, didn't it?
It's quick, yeah.
Yeah, quick.
But it's just a rotten bit of wood, so it's
Yeah.
not the best of wood, you know what I mean? But
Oh, mate, that's all right. No matter what's
it's
what,
off the
does
ground,
it?
isn't it?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
That's what you want, isn't it? Push. Quick little bit of cord round here, mate. That's all right. So it's job done. And I like this. I keep seeing you with this, sir.
Yeah, that's a fail rate. For years.
Yeah.
Big, but sometimes you
I might as well announce it now. I just had a phone call off my wife. My 4 Raven trousers have turned up, sir.
So it's official, yeah?
It's official. No, I've got them lightweight ones, mate, which are nice for mooching about in. But no, I had sort of £100 for my birthday and that, and I bought that bladder, which I'll bring across and show, mate. That's definitely going to be part of my water kit. And he wanted 90. And they're in like 39 waist, which I'm going to need a belt, you know, even though I'm carrying a bit of thunder. Well, I always like my Gorka braces, don't I, mate? They never come up with that sort of fat bloke size, do they, on the bushcraft trade post? But it kind of went to 75 quid in the end.
What colour are they?
I think they're the same as, yeah. But I mean, even if I quite like them, and I quite like them, you know, so whatever way it turns out, mate. Because I was looking at Helicon Tech trousers, exactly the same ones as I got on, but they're in a brown colour, and you know, I like brown, don't I? But and they, you know, it's good gear, Helicon Techs, but it's getting a little bit expensive now, mate. Yeah.
They're creeping up, isn't it?
Yeah, it's creeping up, but it is, you know, I love the trousers I've got on.
Oh, it'd be interesting to see. I wouldn't be surprised you end up putting patches on them. Yeah, I can mod these.
No, I'd get like banned out of all the groups and all that when I saw.
Official, eh?
Or full wave my go, do you know, that's a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
And I've seen that happen before. I've seen that before, sir. No, so I thought 75 quid, you've got to be done, mate, you know what I mean? I'll have them trousers, missus will flog them on when I'm dead, you know what I mean?
I mean, they're probably lost for, you know, I mean, I use them all the time, you know that.
Yeah.
And they're bomb-proof. They're literally bomb-proof.
Because they're about 130, I think they are, mate.
Yeah. No, even they're like going up in price.
Yeah,
you know?
so 130 to 75, I thought, oh, that just finishes off my birthday money, doesn't it? Yeah. I thought, treat yourself. You know, I'm near retirement and all that, treat myself.
Why not?
Long time dead, so you can't take the money with you.
No, sure. No, you should enjoy yourself.
Yeah, do that. Because I won't say too much, but now my army pensions come in and they give you a gratuity and, you know, that sort of stuff. So I said to the missus, right, we've done all the overtime, we've worked like donkeys all our life, we're going to, you have £1,000 and I'll have £1,000, spend it on whatever you want, just go and spend it on whatever you want, and the rest we'll put away to slowly eat away at, mate, if you know what I mean. And from next month I still get my army pension going in there, so, but I bought a new sewing machine, didn't I?
Be interested to see how you get on with this one.
Yeah, well, I'll tell you what, mate, I think I mentioned it earlier on. There's a bigger one. Now you had a little tinker with it. It kind of seems to be running okay, mate, you know, and I just think, oh, I don't want to get on it in case.
They're pretty bomb-proof, you know what I mean?
They are.
What normally wears them out is just pure use, and you don't use yours nowhere near
Oh, no.
as much. Yours is mostly like brand new still, isn't it? You know what I mean?
probably...
If it's, you know, it's an industrial machine, it's meant to be worked all day long.
Yeah, and you know, like 5 days. No, I see what you mean, but sometimes that can have a detrimental effect on that as well. But I always oil it up before I use it, mate. You must do it with them machines,
Yeah,
like.
but what I'm saying, but what I'm saying is that yours is new, so really, to be honest, you do get blockage. You know that thread gets blocked.
Yeah. Because there's that little flap thing that comes over that bobbin that went missing or wasn't there, and it just kept catching.
That will catch on. You know what I mean? So little things like that, just tiny little, because they're so precise, you know, machines.
But when they run beautiful, mate. And that did on them shoulder straps last night. But I bought another one. It's industrial, smaller. It will sit on there, but that will go through some stuff on that as well, mate. But he wouldn't do shoulder straps like the other one does. But so.
Interesting to see how you go.
Yeah, because I'll flick you the link on that, mate. But I bought one because, you know, somebody I work with. Oh, Ed, out of all the stuff you would probably use the sewing machine a lot more than you do anything else. And I thought, do you know what, habits. I'm forever buying like the.
And I'll tell you something, you know what I mean, in your time, which is not going to be full retirement, is it? It's
No.
Like part-time work as well. But as we said and spoken about, making a few of your products that you know you make for yourself that people like, you know what I mean?
And then go up and flog them on a trade post or something, mate. Yeah, no, possibility in the future, but not making a burger, mate, because of the hours that you'd put into it. No.
But the small items,
Yeah,
small
like
stuff,
the patches and you know.
Definitely,
Well, obviously nothing in the zipping because you do them. No, but yeah, I've got my full Raven kegs and they're probably going to fit me as well. But they're mine.
That'd be nice to see.
It comes to us all in the end, getting a pair of full Ravens, doesn't it?
Oh, it's
kegs.
Got to.
Now, I thought 75 quid, you can't argue with that, like. 75 quid posted. From Dan from 90. Baldrick, no, he's a little pocket. He do like you, though. He do like you. I know. Puts his little puppy face on, doesn't he? Bless him. No, anyway, so, no, because they went a little bit astray. The local sorting office tried to deliver them, all right, and wasn't in, fair enough. They didn't leave a card. We've gone down there, like, once, and they just can't find them, but they've been delivered.
Is that raw mail?
Raw mail, mate. They're getting a bit naughty.
Depending, isn't it?
Sometimes we see a postman once a week, yeah, Monday to Friday, mate. Sometimes they have somebody come round on a Saturday or a Sunday. They're obviously on overtime, mate. But they are, you know, like the big lorry containers? That's full. You can see them down in the back of the car park. They just, you know, ain't got the staff and all that no more, mate. It's proper going downhill. And a lot of people...
like all these things, nothing ever gets better, does it? Only
No.
it gets worse.
No.
No, that's like my postman. Sometimes he works on a Sunday. He's working 7 days a week, you know.
Yeah, just to clear the backlog. But anyway, we're not here to put the world to rights, sir. And I've got a coffee going on there. And I've got Ubi and Doobie. That will need to be a bit lower, but never mind. Right. Just saying, lads. Might be an idea if that was a little bit lower. Because otherwise your Bergen's a bit tall, mate, and you only got... Oh, that'll be alright there, mate. You probably won't need a crossbar on that then.
Yeah, we stick one on.
Anyway, I'll let you get on with it. I started making it and Jeff took over, didn't he? How very rude of him, but anyway, he's on it. And Nigel, I think next time we come... Oh, I got your name right as well, didn't I?
Yeah.
I know.
It's Neil.
That's the first, and it's we'll sort you out one next time, sir. Boom. There we go. Boom. Boom. What's that, Mr. Baldy? Go, get 'em.
It's always worth it. Is then just go. Definitely always go like that.
Yeah.
So that's diamond sided, mate, yeah?
Yeah.
That's a nice bit of kit, mate.
So even that's always, you know, somebody's sharp, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's just a diamond one that I've had for years.
Don't suppose they're still for sale, mate.
Well, they might be, I don't know, mate.
As you say, the beef
That's
bushcraft, he does the small one, don't he?
Yeah.
Which I've got, but I find that the finer side of it is too coarse.
Yeah,
it's not fine enough.
It's funny because Lee, when we was at the way at the weekend, he had one of the beefers once. And it's like there's nothing there because they look like they've done the wrong. Look like they used that side, not the suede side.
Is that double sided, mate? Is that
Yeah.
of interest? Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to say what you're making apart from the mess.
Yeah, no, of course.
And you've got a little strop there, see? Nice little, small but easily carryable strop, like that. And it does make a hell of a difference, mate, if you give them a little bit of a tickle, doesn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how sharp this is now, but it won't. You can do the old hair test.
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
You're a hairy bastard anyway, yeah.
So that was not what, just a couple of minutes. Could do with more time on it.
No. No, you just give it a quick tickle in between.
Yeah. But now it bites. You can touch it. You've got that. You know what I mean? That bite back a bit.
And again, mate, you could use that on your knife if you needed to.
Yeah, use a knife. To be honest, what you should really do, which I'm a bit lazy about, is every time you use it, just give it a strop. You know what I mean? Sort of thing.
Yeah.
And then that just keeps it on top. But what I normally do is don't bother. Then it gets to a point that it needs a bit of sharpening. You have to go with it like that. But
Was that Descate there, wasn't it?
Natural sound of the woods.
natural sound, yeah.
Did you just fart in my general direction, sir? I fart in your general direction. Now just film this because we're...
feels better,
Yeah, you can actually see it's biting a bit more, mate, yeah. But I'll be picking all that, putting that in me tinder fire lighting kit, sir. Very nice. I'll bring you back. Well, you always make something. You don't really know. You're a bit not weird, but unusual in the fact that
you don't know what it is till you
No.
got halfway. Yeah, I know what you mean.
no.
Because it could end up that big.
Yeah.
It could be a little teaspoon in the
Yeah,
end.
no, nice one. It's got a nice bit of grain in that, mate, isn't it?
Yeah.
But
It's got.
just saying there, Nigel, you fit well in this group, sir, don't you? You do. You're properly smoothed in and that. So 1 minute you're watching the films, and now next minute you're on them. No, good skills, mate. Good skills. But, yeah. Oh, Aaron. I started it off. I provided the inspiration, didn't I, Al?
What, for the stand, yeah?
I did provide the inspiration.
And you were sacked.
And well, I don't know. It's just I thought, well. Yeah, I mean, first I'll just leave it, sir, because I was just hurt by that. Al. I was hurt. It's not that funny to me. I love it. Just made a little.
That's a good bit,
Yeah. Just put your bag on. Anybody can get dirty kit, sir, and that's just right for you because you're only a little fella, aren't you, sir? You're a bit of a Tom Cruise, aren't you?
To lift up.
Yeah, I know. And that's just so. Oh, you don't want to be like bending your back less than you have to, so. You spent too long of your life on the ambulance in lifting people and on the fire, that sort of stuff, mate. So got to look after your back. So but there you are. It's his little. It's just David was. He's got his girls just doing. Well, she's a sergeant in the cadets and so forth. And he got a bushcraft bloke done him a nice little deal on one of these Vitrus packs. But David was inquiring about the side pouches, mate. And but just a side pouch, and the only reason difference is they put one zip the wrong way round, so you can't put PLC pouches on there, which I think are better than them pouches. You just done a quick Google in the woods, so how much are 2 of them pouches?
£80 to £90.
For 2, it's just wrong, isn't it, mate? Proper wrong.
They've left a channel for a bladder, which is fair enough.
Yeah.
But then stuff is going to leak straight into there.
Yeah. Oh, man, no, that's not fucking. No, that's not cricket, mate.
Rain's
No.
going to go straight in there.
No, I don't like that at all, sir. No. Because if you had it, should be one of the little rubber things that's closed and you push it through. You know what I mean, like the little grommets.
Yeah.
But for what they are, mate, I don't think they're worth that sort of money.
No.
Like I say, but what David said he's going to do is get the normal PLC ones.
Yeah.
And the zip, he's going to take the zip off and sight the right way round.
So it goes down.
Yeah.
This one
Comes up.
comes up.
Yeah. I've just done it so you have to use Vitrus kit on Vitrus kit like the firm who sells it.
There's a fellow who done a video, you de-seam it there
Yeah.
and there and turn the zip round.
And do it up like.
Yeah.
And it will take a PLC one,
Yeah.
mate. Yeah, no, nice one.
But then you got left with wide pouches again.
Yeah, but at least don't let water in. I never noticed that, mate. I see what you mean, it's for a bladder.
It's for a bladder hose, but
Yeah.
It's exposed, isn't it?
It's a bit big hole, mate, isn't it? You have the little, do you know things like the Carrymore have them on? The black square, and it's...
Yeah, little rubber thing.
Yeah.
You burst it through, don't you?
Yeah, yeah, and it kind of won't let much in anyway if it was there. No, I see what you mean, mate. Your water's going straight in there, isn't it? That's a bit wrong, isn't it? Well, you've got a side where you can drop stuff down, but... Is that a straight through patch, so you can open it this way?
Yeah, it's divided.
Oh, it's divided in the middle?
Yeah.
Oh,
There's a
you think...
thick foamy bit to take any tech,
Yeah.
keep batteries warm, and the other one is just a general pouch for...
Oh, right, I see what you mean there, mate, yeah. You think they'd have done that straight through, wouldn't you? Just so you can go in either side and get it. I need to get myself some of these. Where did you get these out?
One of the fellas I used to work with made them.
Oh.
Yeah, so you go in that way, that's a foam there.
Yeah.
You can go in that way, and that's the foam for the tech stuff.
Yeah.
And then,
Fair enough, mate, just a bit.
and then when you open the lid, there's another pouch in there. So.
Yeah. They probably don't get used for out, but... But, you know, that'd be like for mats and mission orders.
And then the lid's extendable.
That code, that's going back some years.
Then the lid's extendable as well. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no,
It's good
got that
design.
right. Yeah.
Very comfortable to wear. Just a couple of little
Well,
things.
civvies seem to love them, but the soldiers didn't like the old Virtuous when it came in.
Well, this is
Virtuous,
the Mark
what was
III,
it?
so it's a top loader.
Yeah.
And the other one was clamshell, so and the frame was terrible as well. So I can't see why they wouldn't like the Mark IIIs. It's almost a short back PLCE.
Because they've gone for wide straps as opposed to deep strap, mate. Which is, you know, I've humped a Bergen and kit around long enough to know wider. Well, that's what, you know, the ladies like, a lot wider rather than longer. So.
Girth rather than length.
Oh yes, oh yes.
And then it's got the belt as well, which is removable, which is quite good.
No, but when you've got a big Bergen, a belt's always nice, mate. Well, if you're not carrying webbing belt kit. They proper sassed it up, sir. Look, I mean, it's just...
Yeah, nice to hang it in case I need to hang it.
Yeah.
But I don't now.
You've been hanging about with me too long, sir, haven't you? There's Mr. Baldy. Anyway, Dave, they're a nice one, mate. It's just had a... Or we tune the fat, so you...
What's that? Just, I thought I'd just do a bit of carving while we're sitting around chatting, you know what I mean?
Is that my new spatula, is it?
No, I did say it, but...
No, you're alright, if I was that bothered, that's all too well. I've done one spoon, sir, and it was a nice spoon, wasn't it? Yeah.
But
yeah, it's got a nice bit of... It's a nice bit of...
sported.
Yeah, very nice, sir. It's for your car kit, yeah?
Yeah, I might as well do it for the car kit, a bit too big for the backpack, and it'll end up snapping. It'll snap from the other day.
Well, everyone's a nice knife, mate, isn't it?
You liking it?
Yeah, I'm sort of liking that as it goes, mate. Yeah. Well, I haven't had a play about it, mate. It's not a problem, but I truly understand, because you get your knives just how you like them. You don't like. It's like a fishmonger.
Yeah.
I mean, I was a fishmonger's boy. Now, Arthur Webb at the time, he had his own filleting knives and stuff. You know, like he did, like I had a couple of knives on the side. But when he was round there having a break and that, he'd come back, pick up the knife, start using it, and he'd go, "Oi, you've been using," and I always wondered how he knew, but you're a little bit the same, mate. You just like, they're your tools, and you don't like people like mucking about. Oh, you give people a cabbie, but you know what I mean?
Yeah, no.
I always wondered how he knew I'd been using his knife, mate, you know?
You also could tell by the sharpness of it or something like that.
I've no idea, mate, you know? I mean, there'd be weeks where I wouldn't touch his knives, because, you know, they're his knives, they're on that side, like, you know? Then I'd go on, I'll have a go, and he'd know. Do you know what I mean? And there weren't nobody on the front, like Virginia or somebody like to go and, because she didn't like me, she used to bubble me. No, but he was used to know, mate, as well.
Pure, like, experience in it, years of doing it.
Yeah. That's nice, though, I like that, mate, nice one.
Yeah, just say it comes out, and they come out, and they come out.
Come out, yeah. Because as you were saying, like, a lot of spoon carvers, just same as yourself, they're making it day in, day out, you know, to vlog, And it's the same with you, like, with the pouches and that, mate. Well, because
sometimes it's just nice to make a pouch for yourself, you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nice one. Anyway, it hasn't rained, but it's come over a bit overcast, but it's nice and cool, isn't it? It's nice not being in the woods and that, and not being a sweaty Betty, especially for us fat blokes. Oh, there we go there. And I think we're slowly packing up, Al.
Yeah, you got bets in your arm.
Yeah. I've got the bets and that, got to take...
what time you got to go there?
Well, I've got to take get home for about, well, latest 3:30 to take her over for 4, mate, you know, just so they can have a look at her stitches and that. Right, ladies and gents, anyway, nothing too particularly flash or fancy today, but it's been a good day, innit? Getting out a bit of geezer time, innit? You know, Nigel at the shoot away, which is fair enough. He's nice, he proper fits in, doesn't he? Like, you know, he just proper, he's so laid back, he's horizontal.
Yeah, nice bloke.
Yeah. And what I do like, mate, is the thing is, you know, like, oh, what's your films? And I was like, well, get out with us, mate, you know what I mean? You know me of old Dave, I ain't, you know what I mean? And it's just nice to come out, a bit of geezer time, mate. You know, I think it's for, like, I don't want to say mental health, but well-being and that, like, you know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yeah.
It's the main, my enjoyment and my relaxation.
Yeah.
Is getting out into the woods, you know. That's why I try and do it as much as possible.
Well, yeah. And, yeah, no. Because I think the majority of people, quite a few, mate, to be honest, was sort of watching me films and then give an invite out if they're near, and then, you know, some of them become good solid friends, mate.
Exactly that, yeah.
Here's Mr. Baldrick. Mr. Baldy. What you doing, Baldy? What you doing? Oh, Jeff won't give you nothing, mate. He's tight as a miser with no fingers. Anyway, on that, as he's got hot water in his hand, you didn't hear what I said, did you?
I did hear what you said, just fucking ignored it.
No, mate, I'll leave it in there. No kids, nobody under 16 should be, you know, watching my films, mate. And I'll find kids from 40 numbers, and some of them will teach me a few swear words. I mean, not all of them, obviously. No, anyway, ladies and gents, yeah, here's Mr. Baldrick. He's had a good day, so have I. And we're going to slowly pack it up. Slowly packing up. So if you watch this for, take care.
Bye.
Now I'd like to see what that's like when you oil it all up and that, mate. Yeah. Sand it down. Yeah. Right, take care, ladies and gents.